Senpai. What a pleasant surprise. Are you headed home too? Same here. I don't have club practice today. That reminds me, there's something I wanted to report to you. Would now be a good time?
Sure thing.
Thank you. Why don't we find a seat somewhere?
Huh?
Oh.
And you are...
It's been quite a while, Akechi-san.
And the same for you. Yoshizawa-san, right?
They know each other? There we go.
My father works at a TV station. Have you ever seen Good Morning Japan? My father's the director.
I've been brought onto the show as a guest a number of times now. That's how I ended up becoming acquainted with Yoshizawa-san. I didn't know you knew her as well.
She's my friend. What did I press? Okay.
He helped me out of a jam before, and now he's been offering me guidance.
Helped you out of a jam, huh? I see. So, what were you two up to?
Oh, right! I was just about to share some exciting news. It's nothing to keep secret, so I may as well spill it now. About that summer competition I mentioned to you before, I was chosen to be our club representative.
Congratulations.
This only feels like the beginning to me, though.
Isn't your club's team considered to be quite prestigious? And you're their representative. I must say, that's extremely impressive.
Thank you. I'll do my best to make everyone proud.
I'll be cheering you on as well. Ah, I have an idea. Since all three of us are here, why don't we go somewhere as a group? We can call it our little celebration for Yoshizawa-san's success.
That would be wonderful! Does that work for you, Senpai?
That settles it. Would you mind if I chose the place? There's a wonderful little cafe I know about.
Of course. Lead the way.
Oh, that does look
Yoshizawa-san,
quite nice.
you drink hot beverages even in the summer?
I have to prevent my body from getting too cold, since the meet's coming up rather soon.
I see. You make sure you're covering all your bases.
So what do you have, Akechi?
Good point. Well, some people say coffee can cool you off, even when hot, so I try to avoid that, too. I had this image that you enjoy sweet things, Akechi-san. Is that untrue? I swear I saw you eating fried sweetbread on TV just the other day.
It's all part of a marketing strategy. That sort of stunt is an easy crowd pleaser.
You seem to have your own bases covered as well.
I feel lied to.
Presenting oneself in a favorable light is nothing surprising. More surprising is just how innocent you seem to be.
I've been wondering, how do you two know each other?
His social studies class visited the set of a TV show I appeared on.
Ah, that's right. Second years got to go to a TV station.
He and I exchanged our opinions during the shoot, and his way of thinking intrigued me.
I can definitely see that. Senpai's take on things often helps me as well.
That reminds me, Yoshizawa-san. You had mentioned that he's been providing you with some guidance.
Yes, like you just said, his way of thinking is intriguing. I figured I could benefit from his input.
In that case, let's play a little game. Would you mind if I posed the same question to you that I first asked him?
No, go right ahead.
So, my question was, what do you think of the Phantom Thieves, Yoshizawa-san?
The Phantom Thieves? You mean in the case that they do in fact exist, yes? I admit that the assistance of others in need is a truly great act, but I simply can't agree with their methods.
I see. Care to explain why?
I suspect the Phantom Thieves' existence isn't going to be beneficial to society in the long run.
How so?
Well, for example, when someone's faced with a problem to overcome, I believe they need to do it themselves. Getting help from others is totally fine, but in the end, it takes a person's initiative to truly create lasting change.
I can see her point.
If society relied upon a safety net like the Phantom Thieves, I worry that people would stop making a conscious effort. Granted, this depends on how severe the problem is, and it's inaccurate to apply generalizations to an entire population.
Yes, it's also absolutely possible to have some cases where even a real desire to make change and to solve their own problems still doesn't actually result in any success in doing so. But she does have a point generally.
But I believe a society where everyone simply leaves matters to the Phantom Thieves wouldn't last for very long.
There's also probably more problems in the world that than just, you know, the one a month that the Phantom Thieves are currently handling.
I see. So, in the sense of a person's growth, their actions actually hinder it. Quite an interesting take on the matter. Let me ask you then, what do you think of Yoshizawa-san's opinion?
She's not wrong.
Ah, so you think you should let others come to their own conclusions on the matter?
Wait, could you actually be a fan of the Phantom Thieves, Senpai?
I didn't mean to start an argument. I just can't help myself sometimes. Let's change the subject to something a bit lighter.
I'm sorry, I should probably get going. If I'm away from home too late, my parents will begin to worry.
Right, then let's call it a day. Good luck on your competition.
I'll be rooting for you.
Yes, thank you. Well then, see you later.
Ah, you're back.
I see you had your friends over for a study session, huh? How'd you know? Nothing gets by me. I own the place, remember? I can tell what goes on here by just looking at the tables. Of course you can. Sure, go on then. To get better at shogi, you must practice every day. If you're interested in a lesson, please come to the church. Yes, sure. Excellent, I'll be waiting. Hello there, Fumi.
Good evening.
It's even hotter this summer. You remember our promise? You become my playing partner so that I can research new moves. In order to do so, I would like you to start off by learning the basics of shogi. Would you like to play a match? Yes, I would.
I look forward to it.
Well, I'm gonna walk around. Let me know when you're ready to leave.
I'll start.
Vanguard of my Togo kingdom, go forth to the front lines. Trample upon them all. You think to protect yourself with that paltry defense? Huh. Useless. Awaken, dragon. Let your shadowy hellfire consume them all. Dark inferno rock. Is that how you play shogi? Can you hear them? The wailing of dying soldiers echoing throughout the battlefield? With an incompetent king, a soldier cannot show his true bravery. Time for you to suffer. At last, everything is in place. My right hand trembles as I release my full power.
Check.
I summon forth the forbidden move that shall bring your end. Ultimate Excalibur attack. Check. I did it again. It's an embarrassing habit I have. During a match, I tend to get very aggressive. It's as if I assume the role of a queen of a kingdom. That's interesting. It is? You're a strange one indeed. My father had me do image training exercises when I was younger to help me learn the rules. I gradually began to view the shogi board as if it were my own kingdom. I had fun coming up with stories and strategies for my subjects. However, I've heard that people make fun of me on the internet. People think I'm weird, or that I'm an otaku, or that I'm just crazy. I mean, I can't blame them. Certainly I think I'm weird too. Have confidence in yourself.
Yes.
Your positivity is a welcome relief. I may be able to learn more from our matches than I thought. Rank 2.
All right.
That will do for today.
Oh.
There's something I wanted to mention. Do you read weekly magazines? Well, I'm doing a photo shoot for one. When is it coming out? Why do you ask? Regardless, they haven't decided on the date yet, so... I thought you'd be surprised if you saw it on the newsstand, so I wanted to let you know beforehand. In all honesty, I'm very reluctant to do it. But If I can draw more attention to shogi, maybe the sport will become more popular. At least that's how I'm justifying it to myself. I have an interview scheduled for tonight as well, so let's end here for today. Right. Gain more knowledge.
Until next time.
Hey, did you know that there's gonna be a summer festival in Odaiba? A summer festival, huh? How can anyone eat so much fatty food when it's so hot out? Man, you just don't get it. It's because it's hot out that we eat all that meat. Come on, let's go check it out. I'll treat you to skewer. Skewer. A summer festival, huh? You think they'll have any A5 beef there? Well, you should worry about finals first. Once those are over, it'll be summer vacation, so stay focused.
My hope rests with the Phantom Thieves.
I'm so glad that Phantom Thieves are all over the news. Yeah, they've really taken off since the whole Kamoshida thing. The legend of the Phantom Thieves started at our school. We're practically one of them. And who can't relate to what they're doing? Punishing corrupt adults up to no good. The police should take notes.
Quiet down.
People sure are making a fuss, even though it's right before exams. Behind Kanashiro's arrest are the Phantom Thieves, the mysterious group that changes people's hearts. If I recall, there were similar rumors back during that business with Kamoshida. Help the weak and crushed strong. Truly a modern legend of the Gentleman Thief. In a long history of humans, the Gentleman Thief has been seen briefly during times of turmoil. Now then, please look at this picture. You. This picture depicts the final moments of Ishikawa Goemon.
Do you know the answer?
He did something during the Sengoku period that had him and his family boiled to death. Do you know what he did? I have no clue. Probably not got in a fight. Missionary. What was... God, what were we talking about? I kind of just zoned out before that. I gotta read back. Oh yeah, kind of a... yeah, I would say KSC. A modern legend of the Gentleman Thief. Thievery? Maybe?
This is it.
There we go. That's correct. Ishikawa Goemon is Japan's most famous thief. He's very popular and some called him a gentleman thief. By the way, the Goemon bath comes from his name. Only stealing from the rich and powerful and sharing with the poor. Goemon's exploits have been documented in many forms of media like kabuki and novels.
Nice going!
Alright, so the Japanese Robin Hood. Got it. However, it's actually unclear whether or not Goemon was indeed a gentleman thief. Rebellion against Hideyoshi, whose campaign had failed, propaganda by the government to sully his name. The gentleman thief Goemon may be no more than an illusion made by varying motivations. In actuality, most heroes and gentleman thieves throughout history are something like that.
Yep.
Let's make sure people don't think we're just an illusion. But before that, you need to study for the exams that are starting tomorrow. Yeah, we'll try.
It's open. Welcome.
Oh, you're the student council president, Nijima, correct?
Excuse me.
Sorry for coming by so suddenly.
It was nothing.
Oh no, everyone's permitted to stop by whenever they like. I know the phrase counseling session can make some people nervous, but don't be. Considering you're the student council president, I'd rather they didn't force you to come here at all, actually.
No.
Well, I was advised to come, but I still choose to do it on my own.
Good.
Glad to hear it. But please, there's no need to be concerned about my being here. Feel free to discuss anything with me.
Yes.
Right, so I shall. You're sounding more like the counselor in here than I am.
I see.
Excellent grades, exemplary conduct. Wow, you appear to be the ideal honor student.
No.
Oh, not at all. In fact, quite the opposite. I'm actually a bit of a mess, and I always have to turn to others for help. Well, you sure had me fooled. Even still, getting help isn't a bad thing at all. In fact, it's wonderful that you have a support system. Indeed. Especially lately, I feel like I can't do anything right by myself nowadays. Did something go wrong for you?
Yes.
It's nothing major. I've come to understand all too well that it's a bad idea taking on more of a burden than one should. You really do seem like someone with a mature sense of responsibility. However, that may be why people around you, especially the adults who should be protecting you, rely on you so much. Adults who should be protecting me? Had I been clever enough to understand that earlier, things may have gone a bit differently for me. You think so? You live alone with your older sister, I see. Pardon my saying so, but it seems you've been through quite a lot.
But...
Honestly, it only felt like the norm to me. But our lack of adult guardians has to have been hard on my sister, even now as well. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard for me too. Do you still remember them? Your parents? Yes.
Hey, so...
Not as much about my mother, admittedly, but my father without a doubt. In fact, now that I think about it, I may well have grown to be a bit uptight because of that.
I see.
Is that so? And are you doing okay now? Is your support system adequate?
Well...
It's not as if I have a team of employees or anything, but I do have people that I'm able to rely upon well. Of course, I'd never think of them as replacements for my father or my sister. No one could replace either of them. What I've lost won't ever come back. I just need to keep my chin up and push towards my future.
Quite.
I like the way you put that. No one can ever be replaced, yet we need to keep pushing towards our future. Should anything come up that you want help with, I'll be there to support you, though my skills are pretty limited. Thank you, I appreciate the kind words.
Hey!
Well, I'd be pretty sad if the leader of the Phantom Thieves got bad grades. We'll see about that. Yes, they are close indeed. I can give you a general idea of what they were like when I was a second year. What do you think? Want to study together? Sure. Alright, come to the library. I'm going to drill it into you, so prepare yourself.
This goes like this.
Now solve this problem using the formula I just taught you. Do you understand? I think I can do it. It seems like you're studying a little more efficiently today, thanks to Makoto's help. Good, good.
I agree.
Impressive. You're a quick learner. This is actually a pretty good review for me as well. Well then, let's move on to the next problem.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Ah, you're back.
Alright then. So many. I actually wanted to, before I talk with anyone, have a look through Central Street. Borrow a new movie to watch or series to watch. Look at the bookstore. See if they've got anything new.
What can I get you?
Ghost encounters. Okay. We'll buy that. It's not a lot, but it's something at least. Where? Oh. Went past it. Yes. I'd like to rent a new one. Inner charm. Seems... Or do we have something with guts? Yes. The Running Dead. Very good. Anything else? What about you?
What are you gonna do today?
Time to name the location, Justine. You do the honors.
No.
Listen closely. The place we wish to evaluate for your rehabilitation is where one hones both the body and spirit. Trainees gather here to test, there to test and push their limits using various pieces of equipment. The gym, I got it. I had not expected a rehabilitation facility on this side. As wardens, we must see such training for ourselves. Does such a location sound familiar to you? Well, if you know where it is, then escort us there immediately. Yep, it's the gym.
What'll you do?
You mean the gym?
Let's go. go, inmate.
So you do have an idea of where it is. Then today you're getting a special training regimen.
Guide me, inmate.
If you don't keep up the pace, you will die. Now take us there at once.
Oh my.
So this is a training area. This is what you used to train. It's rather different from how I imagined it. Indeed, I imagined the equipment here as having more spikes and chains. Hey, inmate, what's that? A bench for bench presses.
Okay.
That's a bench? Then show us how it works. Uh-huh. By lifting the weight, you strengthen your arm and chest muscles. I was distracted. I was trying to see how much actual weight is on there. And it looks like they're both 6 kilograms. I don't know how that works considering one is quite a bit bigger than the other, but let's go with that. So it's 24 kilograms. Yeah. Alright. But that's nearly enough for a real workout. You should increase the weight. We will assist you with that. That adds like another... How much do they weigh? Like 25 kilograms to it? Maybe 30? On each side? So, I mean, that's just like multiplied his weight by 3. He seems to be doing quite well considering that. Now you can train to your heart's content. It's too heavy now.
Shut up.
Quit your whining, inmate. The weights aren't too heavy, you're just too weak. Now what's that over there? Another body training device? Demonstrate its use for us. Oh, I see. You run on it to improve your stamina and strengthen your legs.
Marvelous.
What a fascinating contraption. Perhaps we should bring one to our room. We could force the imprisoned personas to run on it. Not a bad idea. By the way, what does this button do? Out of breath already. You still have quite a ways to go.
Okay.
Alright, on to the next one. What is this bizarre object? Is that yet another tool for training? Hey, you interested in a wooden dummy? Normally I'd say it's not for beginners, but I did just see you really sweating it out, so... Here, I'll show you how to use it.
Hey, inmate.
Your footwork's sloppy, inmate.
Inmate.
Focus more clearly. Concentrate the power in your strikes. The dummy has won. Was that really all? You couldn't even defeat a stationary wooden post. Were we to try it, it would be obliterated almost immediately. That's not the goal. You weren't trying to destroy it? So the real purpose is to polish your technique. That's a pretty roundabout method, but I do see how it works. Why is everything in this gym 6 kilograms? As far as physical training goes, this place leaves much to be desired. But it is admittedly sufficient for your rehabilitation. Here is your reward. 1 apt pupil. 1 counter. It's been said that a sound mind requires a healthy body.
Don't complain.
This has been yet another step towards your rehabilitation. Keep training yourself just as diligently, inmate. I escorted the twins back to the Velvet Room. Exam time.
Yo.
I just heard this, but apparently we're having a summer festival soon. I heard there's gonna be shit like kebabs, steaks, the hot stuff. Dude, I'm so pumped! What about studying?
Come on, man.
Well, I'll figure it out. There was some English on the website too. Oh man, now I'm hungry. Let's get going already. I'm also hungry. But I have to get through the exams now, otherwise I'll just forget everything. All the news in Kanashira has distracted me from studying. So what if she's an honest student? Why would she get special treatment? Results are what matters, you know. I heard the Phantom Thieves might be from our school. That can't be true. It'd be funny if it was, though. Today is the first day of your final exams. Begin. If angle C is 28 degrees and angles A and D are 88 degrees, what is the angle of B and E? Okay, so they sum up to 360. 88 plus 88 is 176. Plus 28 would be 204, which means there's 146 left for B and E each, considering they are the same angle, which, considering, you know, that's the question asked, I'm assuming they are. 146 divided by 2 is 73, right? 74? Maybe I slightly miscalculated. I don't think I could have miscalculated that badly, how that it would be like 60 something, right? Although, actually, let me just think about that quickly. Does that make sense? The angles of a triangle are 180. Wait, let me just calculate it with 360 in my mind again. 88 plus 88, they're both the same. It's 156. Not 56. What am I talking about? 76. Plus 28 is 204. That leaves 156. Which divided by 2 would be... Wait. 78, actually. Okay, so I must have gotten something wrong. What did I get wrong? They come up to 180 degrees. They're fairly acute angles. So imagine the other two angles, they must be about, like, say 80 degrees roughly. And it comes up to 180 in total. They can't be 80 then, they must be 70-degree angles on average, which I could see. So it only leaves, like, 40 degrees is the only one that makes any sense whatsoever. I don't know how to calculate it and how that would explain the total. Like, if I added that up, if they're each 40 degrees, that's just, I mean, they have to be 40 degrees. Everything else makes no sense. Just like looking at them, it's obvious. I don't know how to calculate it though.
That doesn't look like it'll work.
But why not? Like, did you look at it? 60 is way too much. Okay. An essay question. This looks tough, but let's calm down and think it through. Explain the origin of Baoji. Baoji in this hot weather? Well, never mind. I think this came up in class. They were invented by that famous guy from Romance of the Three Kingdoms, right? Oh. Bollocks. That one? Yeah, the strategist of Shu. I think the story was about a river overflowing somewhere Shu, that guy, visited. And they were offering something to quell the river. Barbarians' skulls? Or heads? Was it skulls or heads? I mean, that's kind of the same thing. I think it's heads. That's it. Crazy story. And that's how he came up with the Baoji, right? This master strategist came up with the Baoji to offer them instead of heads, or to feed the survivors. That makes the most sense to me. Yeah, I think you're right. The Baoji were invented as an offering to a river spirit to replace the tradition of offering severed heads.
Yep.
You finished in time. Okay, well, I'll take that then.
Give it up.
I still don't get how the angle question made any sense, but I might have to look back over that. I was never, like, I was always good at maths, but never at geometry. That was always the part where it sucked.
Now everyone.
This is the second day of finals. You may begin. Write the name and genus of this organism. This is a red king crab.
Ooh, we can do this.
That sounds about right. What happened when the government issued paper and hard currencies in Japan for the first time? I can't remember at all. Confusion?
Ooh,
That sounds about right. Okay, I'll take it. Just 2 questions? Okay.
Let's get started.
Today is the 3rd day of finals. Are you ready? Then you may begin. What is the English equivalent of the Norwegian idiom raining witches? Raining... I swear to God I've heard raining frogs before, but it's raining cats and dogs.
Ooh, we can do this.
That sounds about right. Which of the following is another name for the somen noodles traditionally eaten on Tanabata? Demon guts.
Ooh, we can do this.
Today's the last day of the exams, huh? Seemed like some of those were kind of tough.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't too bad. You should have gotten a decent score, right? Just skipping over the last day? Alright, fair enough.
My parents are gonna kill me. There was so much stuff on that exam. I didn't have time to study everything. I probably could have managed if I had an extra week, too.
An extra week, huh? The only people who get that kind of cushy treatment are the honor students.
Oh, you mean like Yoshizawa-san?
I heard the school moved her exam period. Must be nice getting perks like that.
Hey there. Congrats on surviving finals. Today was the last day, right? Say, would you happen to have some free time right now? There's something I'd like to discuss. I promise it'll just take a moment.
Go on.
Thanks. I know you're exhausted, so I'll make this quick. It sure has heated up now that the rainy season's passed. I just know my electric bill is going to start climbing this month. Anyway, as I'd mentioned, there's something I'd like your opinion on.
Money troubles?
Well, there's a subject where I could definitely use some input, but not at the moment. I've had something on my mind lately, and I want to hear your take on it. Okay, here goes. Oh, this is all hypothetical, mind you, but imagine there's somebody for whom you have high expectations. They're trying their absolute hardest to meet those expectations. Now, this person receives an awful lot of special treatment from people so they can perform to the best of their abilities. So, what do you think those people will do if the expectations leveled on this person aren't met?
They'll turn on that person.
You're saying their expectations will turn into anger and scorn, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yep, that's definitely true. When you work as a counselor, you always think, I have to help this person so their heart doesn't break. But that's easier said than done. This world really is a callous one. No matter how much positivity or dedication a person has, just a bit of influence from their peers can easily mess with their heads. Every time I'm confronted with such a situation, I can't help but grasp the limitations of therapy as a profession.
You just have to keep trying.
Oh, I'm not sick of this job or anything like that. Don't worry. Sorry, I didn't mean to get all analytical. What I meant was, if we want to truly help people stuck in a predicament like that, we need a fundamental solution.
Like what?
Nothing really comes to mind at the moment. This is just a thought, but what if we got the Phantom Thieves to change our hearts? Maybe have them shift our feelings so we won't lose to this unfair reality. It would ultimately be for the positive.
Is that really a change of heart?
Good point. You're right. Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. Oh, I seem to have lost track of the time. I should be getting back to my work. Our conversation's been very enlightening. Thank you, and enjoy your vacation.
I will try my best.
Exams are finally over. I'm so exhausted.
I can get back to actually sleeping in peace.
You must have been studying pretty hard if it kept you up at night.
Nah, I was up playing video games. Slacking off is just too much fun.
I know, right?
I kept cleaning my room instead of studying. It might even be too clean now.
You two are perfect exemplars of what escapism can mean.
And I can only imagine what the end result will be.
Whatever. It's over with now. Who cares about that anymore? What's real important is the Phantom Thieves' popularity. Ain't it amazing?
It kinda feels like our time's finally here.
I've even heard people excitedly speculating about our next target. We will have to choose carefully.
There's no need to hurry. We should spend some time thinking it over.
Hold up. The most important thing now is our celebration party. I hope you guys didn't forget. It's the fireworks festival on the 18th. I guess we're good meeting up in Shibuya, yeah? Let's say 5 p.m.
You sure are on top of these kinds of things.
Now for the weather.
It seems we'll continue to have localized torrential rainstorms all through the next week. If you're heading outside, be prepared for sudden changes in the weather. Great for a fireworks festival, huh? The time just flew by today, huh? And that's where we'll end this episode. Now, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys again next time. Till then,